So the other thing about an idea like artists without agendas is that if you look at Mike, you've been in theater, you've been in comedy for so long, but mostly you've traveled so much out of Zimbabwe to the point that your perspective of the world is broad. You've been to Sweden, you've been to Norway,
yeah.
America, you've been to UK,
yeah,
Scotland,
yeah,
South
Edinburgh.
Africa,
Yeah.
within Africa,
Yeah.
just to name a few countries. So you're very well traveled, and you obviously don't have a limited view on what life is here in Zimbabwe and outside of Zimbabwe. So personally, I feel that you have a lot to offer to a lot of artists.
I hope so.
I think you do,
Yeah.
because it's a matter of having a perspective that's broad enough to say, well, the way you're looking at it, well, there are other ways of looking at things.
Yeah.
So my view, my vision is that we could, in the long run, get Mike to offer workshops on perspective. How do you look at things? How do you break down situations? How do you appeal to an international audience? I mean, you've performed stand-up comedy in South Africa, in London, God knows where else, And the thing about comedy is it's got to translate.
It has to. Yep, it has to.
So you want to say something about,
The thing about everybody likes to laugh. I mean, we all love to laugh. I mean, that's what we're wired to do that. This is the mechanism that we were given. You know what I mean, to ease stress and things like that. And with comedy, because I've been around the world in either comedic plays or stand-up comedy itself. And I've seen the way different people react to comedy. What you might think is funny might not be funny somewhere else. So you got to figure out, okay, it's not funny to you. How can I make it funny? How do I make my experiences, what I'm thinking, relate to you? How do you know that? You got to know by talking to people. You got to know by listening to people in different countries, and you'll find out that we are more alike than we think. We are very, very much alike, really.
I like that.
It's just about understanding each other. Once we understand what is your humor trigger, what is it that triggers your society to laugh? What do you laugh at? Then I'll show you what I laugh at and what we laugh at. How do we? And you'll find out that there's a lot of similarities. It's merely translation. It's merely body language. It's intonations. That's the only thing that's different. But we pretty much all laugh at the same thing.
Love that. Love that.
we really do.
Beautiful. So a new comedian is stepping up. What advice do you give them? What's the one piece of advice, if you can put it in one? Just give them one bit of knowledge as they step up on stage.
Well, first of all, I always say this because this is my mantra: have fun. If you're having fun, it'll translate to your audience. I've noticed something, that even sometimes the people don't fully understand what you're saying, but the energy and the confidence that you're bringing out, I mean, they can see you're having fun with what you're doing. Laughter is contagious. They're just going to feel it. And then the energy you get back from there, I mean, you just keep going with it, And look, as a young comedian, don't take yourself too seriously, Yes, it can be a business, but the moment it becomes more of a business instead of something you love, there's a big problem right there. You've lost the whole thing behind stand-up comedy. I mean, the world right now makes it a business, yes. And then you stress yourself out, and there's no fun anymore, Yeah. Have fun. So don't stress yourself out, and have fun.
Awesome. I love that. I love that. All right. Moving on to... So that's the other thing. My vision, again, on Artists Without Agendas is if we can have... Like when I worked at the Book Cafe, the whole idea of discussions was that you can shed some light on what it's like to be on stage, whether as an actor or as a comedian, to other people who might be aspiring to be that, or simply to people who are interested, in tapping into those fields. So again, this is a section of Artists Without Agendas that we could really push up, because it's not motivated by any external factors. It's about tuning in to your love, like you said, what you love doing.
Yeah,
I love this.
That's exactly what it's all about,
Right.
And because if there's other things around, and when we say other things, we don't mean life, We don't mean loss. We're not talking about loss and things that happen to us as people, to everybody, anywhere in this world. You know, we're talking about people's set agendas to make a change of some kind using art. Now people say, oh yeah, but it's all about making change. What kind of change do you want? If it becomes political change, then we have a problem. Why don't use art as don't weaponize art?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.